think in the short term, these single-issue organizations create the perception that the farmers' interests are better defended. They say, come to us, we only defend the dairy farmers. And because we only defend the dairy farmers, we can defend your interests better. And in that way, they devise the farmers' community. And I have a long time, Jeff has told you, I have been a long time active in government organizations. I was a director of the Food Safety Agency in Belgium, and I was chief of staff of the agricultural minister. And when I had to discuss with the farmers' lobby, I always liked it when they were divided. When they were divided, I always won as a government official. When they were united, it was very difficult. And what I want to say today, is that we have to work together between different farmers' organizations. They exist, and there must be diversity in our representation, of course. And there are different opinions on agriculture and how agriculture has to develop. And I think it's a good thing. But we have to discuss amongst each other, and we have to try to take one position on the future of our farmer community and bring that one position towards the political world and towards society. It's very difficult today to defend the interests of farmers. We are in the climate discussion. The climate discussion is a difficult discussion for us. And the anti-meat lobby is using this discussion to create a, how should I say, to create a feeling of guilt when you're producing animal products. And I always say in the media, this is a false discussion. Meat is an essential part of our diet, of course. We eat too much meat, we will do it tonight, but you will enjoy it, I am convinced. But we eat too much meat in the Western world, of course we do. But meat is an essential part of our diet for the developing countries. Meat in the diet in developing countries saves millions of lives. And the anti-meat lobby, the vegetarian lobby, the animal rights lobby uses the climate discussion against the farmers' community. And that's why we have to be together in defending the interest of our group, of our community of farmers. It is very important. And I think you as journalists, as a journalist of the farmers community, you must be critical, of course. It's your job. A journalist who is not critical is a bad journalist, I think. But think of what I am telling you tonight. Be critical also to these new organizations. Some of them have political backgrounds. Via Campesina, a different view on how we have to farm. Others are very opportunistic. Others want to make themselves important. Think of what I am saying. We need unity in the world of farming, not only in Europe, worldwide. We will be facing, in the next decade, an enormous challenge. It will be the challenge, it will be the food crisis. We are now in the we have now the impact in Western Europe of the economic crisis on our farming economy. And the economic crisis is in fact hiding the food crisis today. The food crisis, you all know, is coming. World population is growing. Climate is changing. Farming will serve different purposes. Not only food, feed also, fuel, flour. We have different functions in our farming community. And the challenge in the years to come will be enormous. And some of the people in our Western societies want to go back in time. You know, the people that like nature, they want to take valuable farmland and transform it in nature. I say this is back in time. We will need every acre of farmland in Western Europe and elsewhere in the world to face the food crisis. It's an important challenge, but we also have to respond to the challenges that come to us from the side of environment, climate. We will have to adapt. We will have to invest. We must be prepared to change. The way we farm today will change. In 10 years, with the climate debate, we will farm in a different way. We know that. We must help our farmers in the transition towards another model of farming, and therefore we need unity in our farmer community. I think it's important to have strong farmers' organizations locally, in Flanders, in Wallonia, in other countries, in the United States, in Germany and Holland. But we have to work together on the international level. The Boerenbond is a member of COPA. COPA is the European groupment of farmers' organizations. We work together within COPA. We lobby our interests towards the European Commission, the European Parliament, the Council. I think it's very important within COPA also to make compromises between countries. Europe has new member states, old member states. We always speak about European model. Well, there is no such thing as a European model. There are 100 models of farming throughout Europe. Farming in Poland is different from farming in Flanders. We in Flanders farm in an urbanized country. Flanders is one of the most densely populated regions in the world. It's one of the most industrialized regions in the world, and we farm in this region. We have a lack of land. Land is very costly, and also farming land is very costly in Flanders. I talk to my Polish colleagues. Farming is very different in Poland. I talk to my Austrian colleagues. Farming is very different in Austria. And we have to find a common view, a common ground within COPA to defend our interests vis-à-vis the European Union, the European Commission and the European Parliament. Also, that cooperation is very important. And then we have to cooperate on world level. Farming is a challenge on world level. Boerenbond is a member of IFAP, the International Federation of Agricultural Producers. IFAP is a group of farmers' organizations from developing countries, from developed countries, and there we work together within one group worldwide of farmers. And I think the farmers' organizations in the rich part of the world can play a major role in the developing countries. There are colleagues here from Jeffrey.